Hello everyone and welcome to part 2 in this series of videos introducing you to Tech 2 production in EVE Online. In part 1 we went over the skills required to produce a Tech 2 shaped hull, and in this part we're going to be going over the process of how you obtain the blueprint in the first place. Now, blueprints are the items used to manufacture items in the game. You can buy them off the market as blueprint originals from NPCs, and these BPOs can be used an infinite amount of times. These blueprints can also be researched to increase their material efficiency, which reduces the amount of minerals required per production run, as well as being researched to increase their time efficiency, which decreases the amount of time taken to do each run. You can simulate this in the industry window. If you type in Omen in the search bar and then load up the Omen blueprint in the industry window, you can have a play with these two options here. This is the material efficiency, this is the time efficiency. So you can see that on this blueprint original, for the time efficiency at 0, it will take 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you crank that up all the way to the max, it will only take 1 hour 52. Same goes for the material efficiency. You can see that we're going to use 540,000 titanium at material efficiency 0. If we put that up to 10, we're only going to use 486,000. So ideally, when you're using a blueprint, you want them to be as max research as possible. What you can also do with a blueprint original is you can run copies of it. So if we click on this bar here, you can see that there is a job run option and a runs per copy option. So in this instance we're going to make 30 blueprint copies, and each one of them is going to produce 4 hulls. So what you can do is, if you're planning on mass producing things, you can buy or use an original and run a lot of copies off so that you can do multiple all at the same time. The difference between a blueprint copy and a blueprint original is that you can research an original and copy an original, but with a copy you can only use it or invent from it. All of these, with the exception of manufacturing, can only be done in a structure that has the stand-up research lab fitted. So what we can do is, in our industry window here, if we click on facilities, make sure you have either research, this research, copying or invention, copying selected. So let's try copying. So we can see that within our skill range, all of these structures within 5 or 6 jumps we can do copying in, and it will also show you how much you'll pay in tax. You can also do the same with material efficiency research, time efficiency research, but as these are all done in the same structures, you get the idea. For invention, if we select that, for invention you need a stand-up invention lab module fitted into the engineering complex. So that's a separate service module. So you can only do it in structures that have that module fitted. So we've searched here for structures with the invention module, and you can see that they're all listed here. And the handy thing is as well that it will show you the effects that the structure's rigs will have on the job. So if we do it in this structure here, the time efficiency research job will take 36 minutes. If we do it in this structure here, it will only take 32. That's down to the rigs that are fitted to it. So that's how you do research. Obviously you need the blueprint in the structure and the skill trained, but obviously there's no skill requirements for this. And the button here will turn blue and you just click start. There are Tech 2 Blueprint originals out in the game, but these are incredibly rare. They are not seeded by NPCs and can only be purchased from other players. As these are incredibly rare, they are nearly impossible to secure and cost a small fortune when they do become available. So to build a Tech 2 ship and get a Tech 2 Blueprint copy, you need to invent one. And you do this by selecting the forerun copy that the Corp will give you, right click it and click Use Blueprint. Once it's loaded up, you then click the Invention tab here. You can see that there are 3 skills required that are in the skill plan. We're doing it in the Research a Brave State of Mind structure in FTAC-N. So you can see now, this is the window that it will give you. Invention is an RNG process whereby there is a percentage chance of a successful outcome, and whether the run is successful or not, it still consumes that off the blueprint copy. So if I do this as a 1 run, it has a 30% chance of success, and whether it is successful or it fails, this blueprint when finished will still only have 3 runs left on it. The only input items you need are these data cores. Data cores are obtained from data sites, data exploration sites, and players will sell these on the market. So for this particular blueprint, we need high energy physics data cores and a Marian Starship engineering cores, and for every single run you need 8 of each. In this box here, these are optional inputs, and these are decryptors. You also get these from data sites. As you can see, you have several choices, and each one has different effects. So let's choose the accelerant decryptor. So standard, the job will take 14.5 hours to complete. The Tech 2 Blueprint will have a single run. It will have 2% material efficiency and 4% time efficiency. With the accelerant decryptor, you can see that it doubles the run, it doubles the material efficiency, the time efficiency has gone up to 14%. Keeps the time as it is, and the percentage chance of success has gone up. The best one for giving you the best chance of success is the optimized attainment decryptor. It gives you 3% material efficiency, 2% time efficiency. It will give you 3 runs, and it will give you a 57% chance. Obviously there are different costs involved with these different decryptors, but for me personally, I just try to use the regular attainment decryptor. It gives me a lower material efficiency, but it gives me 5 runs. So for this job, I'm going to do all 4 runs with a 50% chance. In theory, I should get at least 2 blueprint copies by the end of the job. As you can see, it's going to take 2 days and 10 hours. It'll cost me 490,000 ISK, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to click start, and there we go. That research job is now underway, and in 2.5 days I can click on this job window, and there will be a box there that says deliver. Once I click it, it will come up saying how many of the copies have been successful and how many haven't, and then from there we'll go to the next stage and we'll start doing reactions. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in part 3.